Yo guys, Glenn Shirish here with an impression of Sonic Forces. Or at least an impression of the demo. You can play each stage for 60 seconds. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's enough to build a real impression of certain things. But let's try it with the Sonic stage. From what I've played, Sonic really plays similarly to Colors and Generations. Which is a good thing in my opinion, since I do like Generations and Colors. Even though I only played Colors on the Wii and Generations on the 3DS. But it's comparable to that. You have the boosts, you have the homing attacks. Basically moves that have been around in the 3D games for decades almost.
Man, look at the size of that thing.
And the way that the Green Hill Zone looks is awesome. That's for sure. Yeah. I made quite a few mistakes during this run, so I'm not really going to get far with 1 minute.
There's sand everywhere. Green Hill's looking a lot more like Sand Hill.
And that's it, basically. Now we are moving on to the Classic Sonic stage. Or well, Classic stage as it's called here. This one pits you up in a sort of a boss battle with Eggman. First off in his regular ship, which you basically could beat in a few seconds.
That means you miscalculated. That's a failure in my book.
And then he brings out the big guns. The Egg Dragoon. Classic Sonic basically plays as Classic Sonic does in the earlier games. There's nothing much new there, you know? It's just run fast, jump, and spin dashing. Even though there's not much use for spin dashing in this case. Or at least not so sure on that. But I'm not even sure who thought this was a smart idea. To put in a boss battle which you probably could clear in 1 minute. But 1 minute isn't really enough to do it. Next up is the Avatar stage. Or well, the Deviant Art OC stage. You have a selection of weapons. The Burst, I think, Claw, and Cube. Burst is sort of a flamethrower, and I do tell you, the Burst is the fastest weapon out of the lot. You will see why. I sort of ignored the tutorials there, so you can propel forward with the thing, and even jump while firing it, which is really handy. Ouch. Made a mistake there, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm trying this stage out a few times in this. Of course with the different weapons. As for how the OC controls, I'd say it's pretty good. And I also like the idea that he or she basically uses a weapon. That's sort of always the idea that I had in mind. And I could talk and talk and talk about this one. So let's try this stage again. Now we are going into lightning, or like the knuckle duster thing.
SBO here. My team's engaging the enemy in the orbital tunnel. I think we can hold them off for now. No, wait!
You can basically jump up and do a sort of makeshift homing attack with the wire.
Stay focused, rookie. We're off to find a shuttle.
Lightning is a bit in between in terms of speed. And it basically allows you to sweep enemies with a whip-like weapon when pushing the R2 button. Like, lightning is sort of the in-between. In between burst and cube. Yeah, I didn't come that far in this instance. But I do generally like the idea. Now we are going to use Cube, the hammer type weapon. And as far as I see it, this is the slowest weapon in the game so far. Or the slowest wisp arm.
I think we can hold them off for now. No, wait! Watch out! The masked one's here. The monster that took down Sonic. Stay focused, rookie! We're off to find a shuttle!
Yeah, I basically used a lot of homing attacks in this one. Its R2 ability is sort of a buzzsaw hit that turns the enemies into cubes, which is sort of the namesake of the Wispawn. But things considered, this is one of the slowest weapon in the, or the slowest Wispawn in the game. And I'm sorry if I repeat it a lot. I didn't really have a script in mind when doing this. So yeah, I didn't come far in this one. And here I went to try the stage again with the fire or the burst Wispawn. So I'm going to shut up for a bit and let you guys see how far I got in that instance.
SBO here. My team's engaging the enemy in the orbital tunnel. I think we can hold them off for now. No, wait! Watch out! The masked one's here. The monster that took down Sonic. Stay focused, rookie! We're off to find a shuttle! Like a freight train.
It's carrying supplies. I don't think it's armed or anything.
Yeah, there I got a bit farther. But not to the end yet. Which sort of leads me into my final thoughts about the demo. This demo, I really liked. The biggest bad thing that I got, it's only 1 minute. Or like, only 1 minute per stage. I can't really do much with that.
We need you here now.
Hold on, Tails. I'm on my way.
And, I'm not so sure how to feel about this. Sure, on the one end, it challenges speedrunners.
We don't have time to lose.
But on the other end, yeah, it wasn't the smartest thing. But that's all up to personal opinion. I do hope that the actual game is really good.
The size of that thing.
Or at least better than Rise of Lyric and Sonic 06 combined. Like, that is the, like, that's sort of the bare minimum. Even if this game isn't great, but better than the other two,
Green Hill's looking a lot more like
I'm most likely to love it. That's for sure. I do like how the modern Sonic stage plays, and the Avatar stage. And I'm not so sure why they put in a boss battle for Classic Sonic.
Sonic, Eggman's forces are surging into
But
the city.
I'm sure that Classic Sonic will play just as great.
Come on, Tails. I'm on my way.
Here you see me trying a lot of different things with the Sonic stage. Or at least, this should be the last run before
Kick things up a notch.
I basically stop recording. And it's me trying to do my best to get to the end of the level. Anyways, the game comes out in about 2
All
weeks.
kinds of things show up on your neighborhood.
Not sure if I'm going to do a full Let's Play on this, but I will try to give my impressions on this one a little bit later.
There's sand everywhere. Green Hill's looking a lot more like Sand Hill right now.
Anyways, this is Glenn Shirishi here saying, stay sane and stay entertained, peace, and listen to the song.